Alright, we are back with another episode of Final Fantasy. So, I'm standing outside the Gurgu Volcano because this is my next objective. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to kill the fire fiend. But before I actually get started, I wanted to show you my levels and my gold. So I gained 8 levels in between the last video and this one. Tim, as a knight, can use some white magic spells, so I pretty much have him maxed out. He can't have another spell at level 3 because the other 2 spells it won't allow him to learn, which are heal and harm 2. So I gave him what I could. Buns, of course, I maxed out the levels for the spells for level 6, so he has 3 spells now: Fog 2, Invisible 2, and Exit. Exit allows me to leave a dungeon from any point and go back outside. Vivi I gave Lit 3, Stun, and Quake. Stun is a stronger version, I guess, of Hold. Quake, of course, it swallows enemies whole and they die instantly, if it works. For weapons, Tim currently has 2 ice swords, a flame sword, and a giant sword. I probably will only keep one of the ice swords and the flame sword and get rid of the the other ice sword and the giant sword. The ice swords are obviously good against fire enemies, flame sword's good against ice enemies, and probably undead and stuff like that. There's things that are weak against fire, things that are weak against ice. The giant sword is specifically meant for killing giants. I got the flame sword out of the ice cave when I went back in there, and one of those ice swords we had already picked up from the Castle of Ordeals. The other one came out of the what am I trying to say? Oh, Gurgu Volcano. Sorry about that. And so did the giant sword. Both those came out of the Gurgu Volcano. So I'm probably gonna sell like I said, I'm gonna sell the ice and the giant and just keep one of the flames, or keep one of the ices and the flame sword. And then I'm probably gonna sell the silver sword and the silver axe. The silver axe also came out of Gurgu Volcano. The ice armor that I have there came out of the ice cave. That's where I was that's where I had mentioned there being frost dragons, so I had to kill a couple frost dragons to get that ice armor, and it works pretty good. It actually has really good defense, and I'm going to wear that going into the Gurgu Volcano because it'll defend me against fire in there. And then the flame shield I got out of the Gurgu Volcano when I went in there. And I only went in there just to get the items. I wanted a straight shot to the boss, so I didn't have to mess around too much trying to get the items, because I really didn't want to have to go back in there after the fact. So I just figured, you know what, I'll just run in there real quick, get a bunch of stuff, then go back in. So literally there's only 1 item left for me to get, and I left it untouched so that I could show you on camera what you have to do. I want to talk about these items later. I mean, obviously I have quite a few, but maybe next episode I'll probably talk about the items, since I've already wasted a lot of time talking about this stuff. So, let's get started. So this is like the ice cave, except this damages you too when you walk on it. It's basically lava, so that makes sense. And again, I'll probably edit out a bunch of battles simply because there's no reason for me to show them. And just to give you an idea, see the chest over there to the left? This is that room where I got a bunch of items out of. And that's a really big room, by the way. So if you follow exactly where I'm going, if you ever decide to play this game, I'm basically going to show you the quickest route to get there without having to take too many steps through the lava and not waste too much time trying to figure out where to go. You might run into enemies, but you can either run from them or fight them. Like this one will fight because it said chance to strike first. Plus I want to show you some of the stuff I have not showed you yet. So like these Zeus gauntlets I can do damage with because they have... Oh, that's dead. Oh yeah, Jinx is doing a lot more damage now. But yeah, the Zeus gauntlets cast Lit 2, and the Heal Staff cast Heal. So I can actually heal my people every round, which, let's just try that, because I want to be able to show you that. I've actually seen Jinx do over 600 damage now. He does a lot, thanks to being leveled up so much. But see, I can heal myself and this is actually pretty useful. See, Vivi can actually do quite a bit of damage with that. And there's actually other items in the game I'll get a little bit later that will allow me to cast other spells. Like I'll be able to cast like Ice 2 and Fire 2 as well, basically infinitely, since I just used the item. Tim also does really good with this Ice Sword, but he's no match for Jinx. Jinx just tears shit up with his fists. Now, here, there's a lot of area to cover, but there's no chests or anything here, so the fastest thing to do is just to go straight down, come right here and go down. If you go the other way, you'll kind of end up just wandering around, and you'll end up losing a lot of health because you're just running through lava when you don't need to, because there's nothing to explore up there. Here's some of the rooms that I got, like there's chests in this room. It's the ones that I cleared out already. Sure, let's try and heal myself. Oh, not gonna have time because Jinx is gonna kill it. This is another room that had chests in it. To the other side over there where my character's pointed, it goes up and there's more chests there in another room. And I already cleared them all out. Here's another chest room. And then up to the right there's another room that has chests, but we're going to go down because we're trying to get to the stairs. And then this, well, if I can get there. Luckily we haven't run into too many enemies, but part of that's because we've been in the lava a lot of the time. So it minimizes our contact with the regular floor which the enemies are on. You won't run into enemies while you're in the lava, so it's actually somewhat of a tactic to use the lava to your advantage. Now, I'm going to... well, let me get up there first. Now... oh wait, I went the wrong way. I should have just went straight to the side, my bad. So, this is the room I want to go into. But we're going to heal up a bit. Well, I don't need to use crazy amount of spells here. And then I'll just... well, I don't need to heal up max. So there's going to be 2 encounters. Well, I'll kill this. It's only 1 enemy. And with the amount of damage that, like, Jinx does, it's pretty easy to take this down. Yeah, see, 421. He's a powerhouse now. So I'm actually going to run into a fight right here, which is another Agama. Or Agama, I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's a giant fire lizard. Dead. Yeah, see, Jinx is amazing now. This is what I was saying, is he does really good barehanded. So this next enemy I'm going to fight is a red dragon, and it can actually cast a fire which I can't remember what it's called. I don't remember if it's Blaze or Scorch or what the heck it's called, but it does a lot of damage. So let me hit him with Ice 2. He may not even get to use it, yeah. Good job, Jinx. You saved me the pain of having to get damaged. Now he's worth a lot of experience in gold. I'm not going to use the flame armor yet, simply because it's not going to do me any good right now. Which, at least I don't think it does any good. I know that, like, ice armor protects you against fire, and fire armor protects you against ice, but I didn't know if it worked in the sense of, if you're wearing fire armor, if it makes you basically immune to fire, because it should, technically, because you're already wearing armor that it's made from fire, so why would you even take damage? You'd more or less, I think in future Final Fantasies, not future, in other Final Fantasy games, you would probably have been healed by getting hit with fire because of the fact that your item, what you're wearing, actually will absorb the fire because it's already a fire item. or armor. One good thing about using the Zeus gauntlets as a weapon, basically, since it's casting lit too, is spells, at least like fire, ice, lightning, pretty much have a 100% hit rate as far as I know. I've never seen like a fire miss. It may not do that much damage or something, but it always manages to hit enemies. So yeah, that was the last item that I needed to pick up. Like I said, I was just trying to make a straight shot to the room, the boss room. Make this episode a little bit easier. So here's the fiend already. And I'm going to... oh, hell's bells, I might as well just use these cures up because I'm not going to need them anyways. There we go. So what I'm going to do, my plan of attack, is it you, the tinder that defeated the fiend of the earth and disturbed my sleep? I, Carrie, will now show you the force of fire, and you shall burn in its flames. She's a ray of sunshine, isn't she? Okay, yeah, so she has 6 arms. And she's crazy, apparently. Not a woman you want to mess with. So what should I do here? Should I cast a fire? Yeah, let's do that. Actually, you know what? Let's have Tim cast a fire. Jinx is going to attack. I'm going to use heal just in case. Whoops. Nope. I want to use fast on Jinx. Ouch. And I'm only casting a fire just in case she survives this round and then manages to cast like fire 2 or something. But she may not even survive. Yeah, see how much damage he did? 363. One more hit like that and she's toast. Let's blast her with ice 2 and see what happens. 28 damage. She's dead. Goodbye. Well, that was easy. So, let's reactivate the orb. And let's leave this place. So now you'll see I have 2 orbs. The top left orb is now lit. Well, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. So, let us... let us go back to Crescent Lake. Because remember the sages, which they're sages, I kept calling them mages in some of the videos, but they're sages. But anyways, let's go back up here and talk to them, because they did say that if the more fiends we defeat, or the more fiends that we defeat, they'll tell us more stuff, which I don't think this guy over here ever wakes up. But we're going to continue to come over here and check on him, because maybe he does. Oh, look. He did. For 10 years, I probed for the floater. Canoe north to the ice cave. Well, that's useless information. We already did that. Maybe I have to... oh, you know what? I bet you have to defeat Carrie. I think that's what's wrong. Is you're supposed to technically defeat Carrie first and then go to the ice cave. But I like to do it in reverse because I'm able to level up a lot better, and it allows me... because I can just fly to my leveling spot, level up for a little bit, and go somewhere really easy. It allows me to have a better control over the game, because if you try to go through the volcano first and you don't have like exit or any spells that you can, like if you decide you want to get out of there, it makes it a little bit tougher. Okay, he doesn't say anything new. Yeah, that doesn't say anything new. That doesn't say anything new. That's not new. It's probably only that one mage that told us to come back. That's my guess. Was it this guy? Let's see. As you restore light to the orbs, we will well, no, he's just that one dude. Yet they haven't revealed anything new after I defeated Carrie. Wait, what? We must use force only for just purposes. Okay. So, that was a lie then, because they didn't tell me anything new in that conversation right there. Liars. So, let us leave here. And actually, I'm probably going to cut the footage right here anyways. So, let me go back to Corneria real quick. I'll just save it, and then I'm going to head somewhere else. Like I said, I'm going to talk about the items next episode because I kind of have a strategy when it comes to buying items and which items you really want to buy and which ones you don't. Even though I wasted a little bit of money on buying too many pures. But next time we'll discuss some of that stuff, so see you then.